Okay, here we go. 2.2 is the distributive property. We're going to talk about distributing things, and this is never going to go away. You're going to use it in Algebra 1. You're going to use it in Geometry, in Algebra 2. If you go into pre-calc, if you go into calculus, you're going to need to know how to distribute. Okay?
Study this.
So, we are going to talk about the distributive property. You and a friend are going on a camping trip. You each buy a backpack that costs $90 and a sleeping bag that costs $60. What's the total cost of the camping equipment? There's a couple ways we could set this up. What's one way? Yes, Bree.
90 plus. Wait, I can't. Yeah.
Okay, 90 plus 60.
Wait. 90 divided. No. Yeah.
You're on the right track. 90 plus 60. But how many of you are there? Two.
2 times 9.
Here, I have it.
Can I do
It's
it?
90 plus 60 divided by 2.
No.
No.
It's times 2.
No,
It
90
is-
times 2 plus 60 times 2.
Okay, that's one way we can set up, but we also can set up a Bree's way. So 2 times 90 plus 2 times 60, or you could set it up by doing 90 plus 60 in parentheses and multiplying it by 2.
Either way works.
Either way works, okay? Because I'm distributing this 2 into here, I'm distributing the 2 in here. This time I add these together first, and then I distribute the 2.
Oh, shoot.
Okay? So what is 90 plus 60?
130.
150.
150.
150.
And what's 150 times 2?
300.
Yeah, 300.
300. So how much money does it cost just for 2 backpacks and just for 2 sleeping bags?
$300.
300 bucks for this camping trip. And they don't even got food or supplies.
I bet they got it from Dick.
That startled me.
Okay, so that is what we're looking at there. So that is a simple version of the distributive property. If you write it this way, 2 times 90, what's 2 times 90? What's 2 times 9?
180.
180. Okay, 180 plus, what's 2 times 60?
120.
And what's 120 and 180?
300.
See, I get the same answer either way. Does that mean that on our homework we might do it different than our neighbor?
Yes.
Yes. Depends how you think. And that's fine. Both are the distributive property. Both are correct answers. Cool?
I'm too.
Sure.
Okay. So, don't tell your neighbor they're wrong.
Yeah.
I am
No,
going
yeah,
to.
you're wrong.
Nope.
You just sit there. I love it. She's like, don't talk to me. Okay. So now we're going to have lots of fun little word problems to make fun of. After touring a cave, you visit the gift shop, because that's everybody's favorite spot.
Woo!
And you buy 3 geodes. Okay, I bought 3 geodes.
Here's about you.
Each geode costs $5.95. Use the distributive property and mental math, not your calculator,
Oh my.
and mental math to find the total cost of the geodes. How do I set that up?
You multiply 535 by 3.
You multiply $5.95 by 3.
Raise your hand.
No. Times $5.95. Okay, now, how can I mentally do that? Is $5.95 times 3 a hard mental math?
Sure.
Like 5
I
times
don't
5? No, 3 times 5 is 15.
Okay, listen. I might do this a little bit differently because if it says mental math, I think that can be a little bit more. That can be a little harder to do because it doesn't want you to show any work, right?
Yes.
What? Yeah.
You could add all 3 of them together and do it for me.
I could add all 3 of them together, but they want me to use distributive property.
Oh, I said mental math.
We could round.
How about this? Look at $5.95. What?
You can round.
I could kind of round. Let's talk about that. Yes.
You could.
So $5.95 is close to what? $6. How many cents is it off of $6?
5. So
Okay.
5. Wait.
So if I change this to this, watch. Is 6 minus 0.05 the same as $5.95?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Now watch. Let's distribute and figure something out. Can you do 3 times 6 in your head?
18.
18. And can you do 3 times
Minus-
5 in your head?
Yes.
15 what?
15 cents.
15 cents? Okay. So you can do 18 and you can do 15 cents in your head. Now can you do that math? What's 18 minus 15 cents? $18 minus 15 cents.
Three. Oh no, it's 17.
It's 17.85.
Yeah, that's
Say
it. I
that.
got.
Yeah, I got it.
It's 17.85.
I got it first.
Okay, so if they are asking us to do mental math, aka do not use your calculator, also do not show me work on the side of your paper. They're asking mental math. We gotta change it to numbers we can work with. Okay, so because this is only 5 cents away from 6, and 3 times 6 is an easy number, and 3 times 5 is an easy number, that's the easiest way to get to our answer. And what I did was, I distributed the 3 into the 6, and I distributed the 3 into the 5, and then subtracted them. Okay. Yeah, what? Okay. Tell us what you're thinking, Caitlin.
Okay, never mind.
Bruh.
Okay? So, that's a way to get the answer when it says mental math. So here's the deal. If your homework has problems that say mental math, I am trusting that you do not use a calculator. And I also am trusting that you don't do this. Because we could have lined this up like this, right?
Someone already stole my calculator on the first week of school.
You can do math that way, right? Yeah, but when it says mental math, I shouldn't even see this. This is the one time I'm saying do not show me work.
Wow. Wow, you're so mean.
I know.
That was it.
Okay, now, let's talk about the distributive property here. There are 5 examples that say use the distributive property. Can I do x plus 7 in parentheses?
Can I solve this?
Sure, Ethan, tell me, what am I gonna
I'm
do?
not
I'm
even-
Caleb.
I'm
On
Caleb.
Caleb.
So, it is 3x plus 21.
3x plus 21, so I distribute the 3 into there, and I distribute the 7 into here, and I go like this. 3x plus 21, I don't know
I already solved all that.
congratulations. Hannah, how do I do the next one? N plus 4 times negative 2.
You would, I guess, find n, but we don't know what n is.
Right.
So we would multiply 4 times negative 2.
Okay, 4 times negative 2 is what?
It's negative 8, so it'd be negative 8 plus n.
Nope. I have to distribute
Times
this
n.
into that as well.
Okay.
So what's negative 2 times n?
N, I guess?
No.
Negative n.
No.
Negative 2n.
Negative 2n.
Oh.
Negative 2n. Because I can't really do it, there's not a number to multiply, so I just
Got it
multiply
right.
them together like this. Okay? So you have to distribute it into each piece. Okay? Let's see here. Carter. How do I do this one?
Oh, I know.
I have negative 5 in the parentheses, 2y minus 3. What am I going to do with the negative 5 first?
I'll say it.
What am I going to do with the negative 5 first? Bree, what do you think we're going to do with the negative 5 first?
Negative 3. Well, like,
No.
multiply.
Multiply by what?
2.
Good, by 2y. What's negative 5 times 2y?
What is it?
Negative 10y.
Negative 10y. Now, am I done?
No.
What do I have to do?
You have to
Distribute.
negative 5 and 3.
So what's negative 5 times negative 3?
Negative 15.
No.
Positive 15.
Negative and a negative is a positive. Negative and a negative is a positive.
But
Okay.
they're not. You didn't.
Can I solve the next one?
Flip it, right?
Wait, I'm.
You do what?
How can you flip it though?
Stop.
There's
Okay.
no 2 negatives in there.
That's a good question. Matthew, blip is when I'm subtracting a negative.
Oh.
Okay? When I multiply, it's still the same. Negative and a negative is a positive.
Can I solve one of the next two?
I'm so.
Okay, Caitlin, ask me, what are you confused about?
Okay, so you know how it says 2y minus 3 in the parentheses,
Yes.
right? So, like, why are you adding?
Because this is a negative 5, and that's a negative 3, and 2 negatives make a,
Positive.
and so that's why I'm adding.
In addition, it would be like 2 negatives and then like added and then like.
She's got it now. We're good.
I thought you said that.
You good, Caitlin?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, up here, look at this. This is all numbers. So what can I do first before I distribute? Or I can distribute first, it doesn't matter.
Oh, you
I do
add
it.
in the.
You want to add the parentheses
Yes,
first?
Yes,
Okay, so what's 8 plus 5?
13.
40.
No.
Sorry. I thought we were multiplying, sorry.
Okay, 13. What's 3 times 13? Yeah, you do. What's 3
advanced math.
Yeah,
And then not know anything and then go back.
Okay, what can we do first here with parentheses and there's all numbers?
Me!
Okay, you. Go, Bree.
Make it up. Well, wait, no, wait. 11 minus 4.
Which is what?
7.
Yeah,
I had
Hey,
that!
guys, give her a chance, give her a chance.
Yes, give me a chance.
Plus,
now.
if you do 10 minus 4, it's 6, so just one more is 7. Okay, and then Bree, we have to take 6 and distribute it here, which means we're multiplying. What's 6 times 7?
No, wait. 4? No, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, 42?
Beautiful.
Great job.
I know.
Hooray, Brianna did it!
Good.
Yay!
I'm gonna make the first.
Now, area. What do you know about finding the area of a shape? It's what times what?
It's A, H.
Length times width. Length times width. Or height times base, or whatever, okay? Length times width, height times base. So, if I want to find the area of this rectangle, how do I set it up?
Oh, wait. Oh.
Good, Bree, try.
2 plus 5. Wait, no.
No, 2x plus 5 times 7.
Stop.
I just guessed it.
Stop. So I'm going to take 2x plus 5 in parentheses, yes? Because look, these two have to be added together before you can multiply something to them. But because there's a variable there, like an x, right, I can't add those two together, correct?
Oh, I was.
So
Oh my
I have 2x plus 5 in parentheses, and I have a 7 on the outside. Okay? Because I'm doing my length times my height. Yes? Length
Yes.
times height. Now, am I going to get a number answer for this?
No.
No, because there's an x. And we don't know what x
It's
is.
gonna be a.
So what you do is you distribute, and that's your simplified solution. You can't get a number answer. So if I am distributing, that means I am doing 7 times, what is 7 times 2x?
14x.
Beautiful. And then I also have to do 7 times positive 5, which is what?
35.
So my solution for the area of this is 14x plus 35 units squared, whatever it is. Okay, we don't know what the units are, so I just said units squared. Because area is always squared. You're not going to necessarily get a number answered. Alright, okay? Now, they might make you do that, and then part B on a problem might say, now pretend that x is 12 and solve. Okay? And what I would do with that if they told me to do that? You would substitute it for what, Gabby?
12.
Beautiful. I would substitute 12 in for x, okay, and I would do something like this where I get 14 times 12 plus 35, and I would solve that. What's 14 times 12?
Number
48.
14 times 12 is not 48.
20?
Oh, 14 times
Oh, wait, no,
12. I
no,
thought
no,
it
no,
was
no.
4. I'm sorry.
14 times 12, what's 2 times 4?
8.
And 2 times 1?
2.
And then 0, and then 4, right? And then 1 times 1?
I'm sorry. I thought it was 4.
202.
1, what?
68.
Oh. 168.
Yeah.
So what's 168 plus 35? What's 5 plus 8? 13. And carry the 1, and 6 plus 4?
12. Oh,
10.
12 plus 4.
6 plus 4?
I
10.
don't know. 10. 11. I'm
Matthew, it's okay. We all have days. And then 1 and 1 is 2. So that would be 203
I said 202.
units squared. Okay? So if they told me to solve the equation, that's what I would do first. And then if they told me what x is, I just substitute it in like Abby said and solve. Okay? But my whole point is this. I need to see you distribute that. Do you see how I draw these arrows every time to tell myself I'm distributing?
I like arrows.
Okay? There's a reason why we're going to do that. We're going to look at this problem, but let me tell you why we do that. Because in the future, you're going to get problems that look like this. Thank you.
Bless you. Thank you.
I know how to solve that.
Okay? In the future, we might get problems that look like this. Okay? This is going to make a quadratic formula. Which means you have to know how to distribute here because what we're doing here is distributing. Okay? We're going to take this times this.
Because they match
We're
together.
going to take this times this. We're going to take this times this.
Oh.
What?
And we're going to take this times this.
So it was a joy.
Oh.
Okay? And then we
Wow.
combine these middle things because they're the same, because they both have just an x. And you would have something like this. Okay? And that's called a quadratic formula, and you graph it and do all this fun stuff with it. But Do you see why it's important that we draw those arrows right now? Okay, that we're distributing in so that we remember, because later, we're gonna have something that looks like this. Next year, not this year.
Next year?
I knew
We're
that.
just take a moment and
Okay.
look at the board and look how crazy it looks.
So, let's look here. Here's a triangle, okay? How do you, no, stop, you don't get to answer this time. How do you find the area of a triangle? Okay, what?
Base times height divided by 2.
Okay, base times height divided by 2, beautiful. What is my base?
12.
12. What is my height?
8 minus 3y.
And then I have to do what to all of this?
Divided by 2.
Okay, divide by 2, so I set it up. Now, Carter, did you say 12 times 8 first?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So 12 times 8 is what? What's 8 times 2?
It's
96.
It's 96. 8 times 2 is 16, carry the 1, 8 times 1 is 8, plus 1 is 96. So I get 96 minus, what's 12 times 3, negative 3y? What?
How did you just
Say that in my head.
the whole 12 times 8?
Okay, because I said 8 times 2 is 16, which gives me the 6 here, carry the 1 up top. 8 times 2 is 16, carry the 1 up top, 8 and 1 is 8, 8 and 1 is 9, 96.
I just remember it from learning it a long time.
That's how I do it. I know, my mental math is like this.
I don't know how you do that.
What is 12 times 3?
36.
So, negative.
36y.
Good, negative 36y. So negative 36y. Now, all of this is over 2 still, yes?
Yes.
Okay, here's what you have to know. You have to reduce. Okay? Now, here's how we reduce. We take each section and pretend like they're separate fractions. Okay, look. Because it's all over 2, right?
Yeah.
So I can rewrite it like this. 96 over 2 minus 36y over 2.
Negative.
What's 96 divided by 2? 9, how many times does 2 go into 9?
1.
No.
No, 4.
4 with 1 remainder, right?
Yeah.
So then you have, how many times does 2 go into 16?
8.
8. So 48.
8. We are so slow. I'm sorry.
No, you're not slow. We're just learning. And how many times does 2 go into 36? What's half of 36 is another way of asking.
6.
No.
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 2 goes into 3 how many times? 2 goes into 3 how many times? Once. And then 2 goes into 16 how many times?
8.
So it's 18. Minus 18y. And that, unit squared of course, and that is the area of that triangle. You have to, listen, when you are doing triangles, because it's divided by 2, you have to reduce. That's what we call it, reduce. Okay, I know, it's so much work.
It's hard.
And here's the deal,
Did you always want to be a math teacher?
just rip that off, and we will retape it later. Beautiful. There you go. Okay, so, we are going to be working on distributing today for sure, yes? I need to see arrows on your paper, I need to see distributing stuff, okay? And then later, I will also give you more distributing stuff, because I got more worksheets for it, so that we can practice it, okay?
Oh, shoot.